points only. However, I need to mention some stuff for the new people to the game. For example, yes, the momentum charging is very important, where the cav will only strike twice if this bar of momentum is full. But don't let charging that bar blind you from the perfect timing of releasing your strike, because that is much more important. So the hard question is top line or bottom line. Actually, both of them have their uses, and I personally made 2 sets of this awesome unit, just like I did with the Hashashins and Chevalier before. In short, in the form of comparison, let's put it, top line is way better versus huge blobs, and by that I mean 100 enemies and above in front of you, since every single soldier of them can strike up to 10 targets with 1 slash release. And it's also the best line versus very tanky units with high block like Palace Guards, Iron Reapers and Yanyuedao. And with this line you will get the highest HP for this unit, and I will tell you why you need that later on with this. On the other hand, the bottom line has far superior damage of around 12k per strike or even up to 14k. Yet that diminishes quickly versus super high armor units. This line is the best in 1v1 situations and versus other cav. Also versus units with no passives or skills that give them damage reduction. Like, let me give you a quick example. Reapers do not have a skill that give them a damage reduction, but on the other hand we have Palace Guards that do, and Yanyuedao. And this line is recommended for the newbies because it's the more effective one in most situations of 1v1 and medium blobs. In case I didn't mention, medium blobs is enemies from around 50 to 80, okay, since every single soldier can hit up to 3 targets and you have 18 in the unit. I will just let you do the math. While doing their skills, keep in mind that if you X, C or V, you will instantly lose the CC immunity of their doctrines and their charge. So when you release the slash, let them be till they finish striking once or twice depending on the charged momentum. While building their doctrines, keep in mind that the immunity doctrines like that of their charge is not that effective, and I kinda feel it's useless. However, the immunity on their slashing strike can mean the difference between engaging Fortebracios in their F3 square formation head on and beating them, or being completely turned into a barbecue. In other words, if you do equip this doctrine, then yeah, you can face most pikes head on, tanking their first strike and killing them after with some little help. The slashing penetration doctrine is utterly useless for both lines, to be honest. Focus on increasing the damage on both lines. However, you can add a doctrine or 2 containing defensive stats if you decide to go with the top line, but that's not really recommended. Just try to flank with the unit, not face your enemies head on. Yet it's okay to do so. You might notice that I use a speed buff doctrine, and that has one reason, which is timing. Since timing is very crucial for this unit to be effective, you can't mess it up. Do you hear me? You can't mess it up. You mess it up, they're dead. If you mess up the timing, your unit will be like sitting ducks inside the enemy blob and will get massacred in a horrible way. So yeah, it's actually better to let the slash early than not to do it at all and get caught in the blob. To put it simply, when the momentum bar is full, count to 3, then release. If you wait 1 more second after that, the bar will immediately drop. This unit is effective versus literally the whole game right now. with some few exceptions, like do not charge for Tabiasios in their F1 formation, like Hiran, nor the Camels, okay? And probably not the new Samurai units as well. And that was it. I hope this video was helpful to some of you, and if so, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe and join Discord for the giveaways of the coming season. See you soon in the battlefield, Warlord.